Good day, everyone. Welcome back to your virtual learning class. For today, let's discuss about hazards and risks in the workplace. Are you ready? Let's start. First, let's talk about food safety hazard. When we say food safety hazard, what does it mean? All right. A food safety hazard is any agent that can potentially cause negative health consequences for consumers. It may occur when food is exposed to a hazardous agent that causes food to be contaminated. The level of risk varies depending on the number of workers involved in a specific task, on the procedure of the task, and on the seriousness or severity of the injuries. The more people involved in the specific task, the more injuries can happen because of the workplace being too crowded. Now, there are three major food safety hazards. We have biological, chemical, and physical hazards that can contaminate food at any time, particularly during purchasing, receiving, preparing, cooking, serving, storing, and transporting food. At this point of time, let's discuss about the biological hazard. Biological hazards occur when food is contaminated by microorganisms such as Salmonella, norovirus, E. coli, and Listeria. Biological hazards such as virus, bacteria, fungi, and parasites introduced to food from the environment. They can be agricultural or they can come from inadequate sanitation process. Now, there is this thing called cross-contamination. It is the process by which bacteria or microorganisms are transferred from one substance or to another object during transportation, handling, processing, and storage can also introduce biological hazards to food. To avoid cross-contamination or to prevent cross-contamination, you have to separate the ingredients and don't cross-contaminate them. Okay? Now, let's talk about chemical hazards. Chemical hazards occur when chemicals, insecticide for instance, or chemicals used for cleaning and sanitizing equipment are present in food at levels that can be toxic or hazardous to humans. Food is usually contaminated by chemicals through the environment, such as the chemicals present in air, soil, and water. Through the deliberate use of chemicals such as pesticides or cleaning agents, or through the addition of food additives or the substances added to food to preserve its flavor or enhance its taste or appearance. Toxic metals such as copper, brass, cadmium, lead, and zinc can also become a source of chemical food contamination. Adding chemicals or additives to food, however, can be helpful in maintaining the food's freshness and in enhancing flavor in some food. It is essential to check the food ingredients label for more information about these additives. The Food and Drug Administration or the FDA are using international standards set by the Expert Committee on Food Additives or EFCA, and they assign the acceptable daily intake and maximum use level of various additives. And lastly, we have the physical hazards. Physical hazards are particles that are not supposed to be seen in the food. These particles are introduced to food due to wrong or bad food handling practices. Examples of physical hazards include cracked eggshells, slivers of glass, human hairs and nails, nail polish, pieces of jewelry, metal staples, hairpins, safety pins, and bandages. All right, so these are the three major food safety hazards that can contaminate food at any time. So always remember, be careful. Safety is not just a slogan, but it is a way of life. That's all for now, grade 8. Thank you, stay safe, and God bless everyone.